30 yards straight up.
Peace, y'all. This is Empress Culture and Nicole, and this is the AM Inspiration Show to wake that ass up consciously, physically, spiritually, emotionally, physically, financially, and soulfully. Yes, today is November the 8th, Election Day, 2022. Period. Right up under that full moon and just off of that solar eclipse. So today the topic is going to be about manifesting and how to do so. With that being said, rock out a few more minutes to this dope ass vibe, and we're going to hop right into the AM Inspiration Show to wake that ass up, streaming live on all networks, including Pandora, YouTube, Facebook, Clubhouse, Spoon, Twitter, iHeartRadio, Spotify, Anchor, and Stitcher. Peace, y'all. Yes, peace, y'all. This is Empress, and I've been going for a minute now. I'm back with the jump off. Period. Hello. Dun, dun, dun. The suspense. So let's get right into this topic. This is an amazing topic. Just like a lot of the other topics that we do go over, it's almost like you can go into like a Bed Bath and Beyond and pick up manifestations in a box, right? Because it's overused and it's just always talked about, right? But it's never ever broken down in a way for people to actually understand it, so they can actually perform or actually spiritually align with their manifestations, right? And since we under this glorious, beautiful, feminine full moon, yes, we are going to talk about the manifestation, and we're really going to give you a quick guide in the next 45 on how to actually manifest, right? Within 24 hours, though. Dun, dun, dun. Right. You got to remember, when you come to the AM Inspiration Show, we have all the original topics when it comes to self-development. You saw it here first, period. Hello? Okay. So, literally, when you think about the law of attraction and you think like, you know what? I want to know more about the law of attraction so I can conquer the art of manifesting, right? It's really simple. I promise you, it's really simple. Okay. And sometimes you may feel like you're not sure of the process, you know, but literally manifestation is as simple as a thought or a breath or an intention, right? It's really that simple. Okay. So keep that in mind. But the thing about manifestation, if you don't believe it, you can't achieve it. Hello? Dun, dun, dun. So it's definitely worth knowing the ins and out of exactly what manifestation is and how to properly gauge it so you can manifest the existence that you actually desire, right? Okay? All right. So keep that in mind. Now, with that being said, let's get into what manifestation actually means, right? Because there's a wide array of different definitions of the word manifest, but really, like in layman's term, manifestations is simply something that is put into your physical reality through thoughts, feelings, and beliefs. Okay, hello. Now, what does that mean, Empress? Okay, it means that whatever you focus on is whatever you're bringing into your reality, right? So if you're focusing on manifestations through meditations, visualizations, or just through your conscious and subconscious, then that's what you're going to do. If you're always okay, we're going to get, because listen, I am a spiritual teacher and I love spirituality. I love teaching it. And you hear me getting excited because I'm definitely going to go in today. It's a full moon. I'm feeling myself. Even though I'm not feeling 100%, I'm still feeling myself. Period. Hello? And you should always be feeling yourself. Period, right? Okay. Now, literally, that's literally called manifestation. Literally, it's that simple. Like, it's that simple, period. So if you go to work like, oh, this heifer better not play with me today. The heifer she gonna play with you today. You know, because if you think she better not play with you, but then you start thinking of the ways that she can play with you, she gonna play with you that day, right? So you think about she better not play with you that day, and you think about the way she ain't gonna play with you, then she not gonna play with you that day. People literally, I always say this, that not all the time. We're not talking about like violence or crimes or anything of that nature. We're talking about regular everyday things that people literally are victims of their own circumstances. They're victims of their own thoughts. Hello? Excuse me. They're victims of their own thought processing, right? Because their mind is so cluttered that they can't rearrange their mind in a way where they're living their best life and they're manifesting the best things for themselves because they blocked it. They blocked their manifestations with those thoughts of doubt, right? Doubt and fear. Okay, doubt and fear will definitely keep you feeling like manifestation doesn't work. Hello? Because what does doubt and fear do? It takes over. It takes over, and it puts you in that mode of fight and flight all the time, like that on edge feeling, or that I gotta get it done feeling, or that overworking feeling, or that feeling of it's never going to happen for me. Period. Hello. Right. So if you like, okay, give me a quick example. I can give you like a million bazillion example because manifestation is the one. You know, ask me if I'm the one off the man. Is you the one? No, I ain't the one. She the one. No, I'm just playing. Right. So if you're thinking about getting like a new job, right, for instance, and you're focused on exactly what you want and when you want it, like even the date that you're hired, right? How your first day will be, the uniform that you're wearing. If you put that all into visualizations, right? And then you put them into your thoughts, like, damn, I can't wait to get my first check. It's going to clear my bank account. And I'm going to save this money and I'm going to buy a house with that or whatever you're going to do with it, whatever. But you're already projecting yourself out into the future of having this job, meeting new people, gaining experience and things of that nature, right? It literally helps you bring forth that into reality, right? You know, sometimes we manifest and we don't put the work behind it. Like you can't manifest a job if you're not going on interviews. You can't manifest a job if you're not filling out applications. So it's not just, I mean, some people can though. They can walk in the room like, you know what, I need a job. They can go on a network event, boom, meet somebody. Oh my God, I like how you saying that, partner. I got an opening at my company. Hello. So I'm not saying that you can't do those things, but 9 times out of 10, you're not out there in the world and you're not engaging and you're not projecting yourself out there to receive these things, then you're probably going to be at home and be miserable and not actually receive the manifestation that you're actually projecting out. Okay. So keep that in mind. Right. Yeah. So just keep that in mind. Okay. So when you do get a new job, right? So now you're sitting there, you're like, damn, I brought this to myself. I actually drew this to myself, okay? Because it was everything you ever desired, right? And you successfully manifested it into your life. Now, some people are like, no, I successfully worked hard on my career and blah, 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 blah. Possibility. Okay. Not going to take that away from them. Period. We're not going to take that away from them. Why would we? Hello? Okay. Like, okay, we ain't going to take that away from you. But to the other people that actually know that they manifested something for a long time, it was hard to find a position that you actually felt valued in and appreciated in. And that was the job for you. And you manifested it because it was so hard to get in. It was so many applications. And you manifested that position because you knew it was so many other qualified candidates for that job. And you know, you manifested that thing for a long time after you had that interview and you got that position. Now you know, period, that you did that. Period. You encourage the universe to align with your desires. Literally, it's like having a talk with your child. It's like having a talk with your child. You know, the universe, you know, is not our child. Of course, we are interconnected with the universe. But I'm saying, like, it's like having that conversation and you're encouraging someone to, like, you know, or having a proposition for the universe. Like, you know, this is my business plan, bro. And I want you to take this business plan and I want you to go with it. I want you to invest in me. You know, so literally manifestation is an investment in yourself. Hello? Like, I'm getting hyped up, guys, because listen, people don't understand it. People don't understand it. They think everything is a joke. They think everything is fake or fugazi. And it's not fake or fugazi. It's just that you're not in alignment with the shit that you desire. You're not ready for it. It's like you pray to God for all these things, and when he give it to you, your ass ain't ready for it. And then you mad. You're mad because you're not manifesting and you're not putting the work behind it. Period. Hello? Listen, I'm trying to tell you. I'm trying to tell you that most people are not prepared for that windfall. Most people are not prepared for that blessing, but they always asking for it. They're always like, you know what, God's going to bless me. But when he bless your ass, you're not ready and you're not able to receive it because you're not in the mindset. You're not manifesting. You're not putting action towards your goals. You're not visualizing. You're not reframing your thoughts. You're not doing any of those things that will traject you into that pathway or that optimal health or that optimal wellness or that job or that new house that you desire, because you're not in alignment with the shit that you want. Period. It's not even in alignment with your core values. You just want it because you saw somebody else have it. Let's not get too deep. Let's not go too deep. Hello. I need it. I need a moment. I need a moment. Moment is over. Let's get deeper into what manifestation is, because listen, manifestation is so wonderful. Okay. And when you use it right, because it's a yin and a yang to everything, honey. And we're going to go there because we went there a little bit. But we're going to go there because I want you to know there's a yin and yang to everything. Everything. Okay. And I'm going to use some real, raw examples of, things that I've experienced, things that I witnessed other people experience from their manifestations. And hey, it's either you're manifesting high vibration or you're manifesting the lowest of the lowest fucking vibrations. Period. Hello. And like I said before, we're not speaking about violent crimes or things of that nature, because we would never invalidate anyone's experience, but we're speaking about the shit that we bring on ourselves in the human fourth dimension. That's the stuff we're speaking about today. Hello. Like I said, I'm feeling myself. If you're not feeling that, then it's probably not the space for you. Period. Okay. Listen, too much love out there to be a hater. That's all I gotta say about that. Now, like with the law of attraction, right? Manifestation is where your thoughts and your energy combine. Yes, your thoughts and energy are on point. They're aligned together to create your reality. Okay, so you're not too far in the past being all nostalgic. You're not hyper focused in the future, stressing yourself out with anxiety. You're present and you're grounded in reality. So your energy and thoughts have the ability to align together, right? And you're constantly so if you're constantly feeling like low vibrational or quote unquote negative, then you're going to attract the negative energy. Like if you're always walking around saying, I'm depressed or I'm sad or this happened to me and that happened to me, that's not saying that it didn't happen to you. That's not what we're saying. We're saying that if you're always in that mindset of shit happening to you, you will never happen to shit. What are you talking about, Empress? What are you talking about? Like I said, I'm feeling myself today. If you are always walking around pointing out that your life fucking sucks, your life is going to continue to suck. It's just going to continue to suck. Hello? It's going to continue to be shitty. It's going to continue to give you bad results. You're never going to get returns on your investments if you're always talking about how you never get returns on your investments. Hello? So it's like you're not taking that risk with that manifestation of allowing yourself to be aligned with yourself. You want to be discombobulated all the time because you feel comfortable in that victim energy. Okay, so if you are comfortable in victim energy, you're going to remain in victim energy because you are not manifesting anything else except for that. Hello? I don't care how many times you pray. I don't care how many times you cry to the fucking moon. I don't care how many times you do rituals, self-love rituals, self-care rituals. It doesn't matter. If your mind is not right, you will continue to manifest the same bullshit you've been manifesting year after year, decade after decade, lifetimes after lifetimes. Every time you come back to this place, you're going to manifest it again. So it's literally like when we say that somebody can change their life overnight, you can change your life overnight with one thought. You can change your life overnight with a thought pattern. I promise you, you can change how you develop relationships with people with thoughts. And you act on those thoughts. What? Maybe I need to be a little bit more open-minded the next time I talk to them. So when you show up and you're more open-minded, like, damn, she's not who I thought she was. Not that it fucking matters, but it's going to do something for you. It's going to do something for you, and it's going to open you up. It's going to open up that heart center, that crown chakra, that third eye chakra, that sacral, that throat. It's going to open you all up, and you're going to be in alignment to allow the things that you desire to come right in front of you. It's going to be like the universe hand out the hand with presents in the hand. Here you go, child. It's this wonderful, I'm getting the chills as the ancestors coming through me. Woo! Getting the chills all over me. See, I get goosebumps, and I get them all over my body when the ancestors are coming through. Give me a second, guys. Woo, listen, I'm trying to tell you, it's like the universe, getting them all over me. Yes, yes, yes. It's that full moon energy. Yes, yes, I'm loving it right now. Okay, I'm loving it here. So literally, it's like the universe putting a hand out, like, here, child, with all these gifts in the hand. Because guess what? You've been doing all that work. That's the third one. Okay, all right. Okay, I'm in alignment. All right. Yes, thank you for that. I need to feel that today. Thank you. So it's like the handout, right? Well, all these gifts in the hand, and it's like, you know what, here, child, because you manifested that. That's your life. People, listen, nobody don't just wake up the next day and like, oh, well, now I'm successful. Hell no. People go through shit. You see the end results, and that's what you want. You want the end results, but you don't want to do the work to get there. Manifestation is work. Of course, you're going to have the feelings. Of course, you're going to have the thoughts, the thought patterns and stuff like that, and that could change it without having 100 years of experience and stuff like that. Of course, it can. But what I'm trying to say is that even though we can do this within a 24-hour span, with even less than 24-hour span, is changing your thoughts and getting and receiving, right? You still want to do work towards that. You still want to. Like, if you don't want to, that's up to you. That's a choice that you have to make, because it's like taking that risk. Like I said, what is life without risk? You're not really living. You're just you're just surviving. Hello? Now, keep that in mind though. So, woo, I think I need another moment, guys. All right. So let's talk about how to manifest. How are we going to do this? Like the law of attraction. Like, how are we going to do this? All right. So the one of the things you could do when you're manifesting is take a look at your thoughts and feelings, right? Are you always feeling like low vibrational or quote unquote negative? Do your thoughts surround negativity? But guess what? Let me tell you something about the human brain. The human brain is hardwired to be negative. So don't think of yourself as a negative person, because we're hardwired to be negative. Guess why? For survival. Hello? We're hardwired to think something's going on. Why? Because when we're in suspicion, and we're being more cautious, right? So it's not saying like you're treating people badly or nothing like that, but we're hardwired to be that way. So it takes more neurons to be actually more enlightened. Hello? So that's why they say that having a happy life is hard work. It doesn't have to be. It doesn't have to be when you figure some things out. Okay, just want to let you know that it doesn't have to be. But staying that way can be extra strenuous if you are one of those people that's susceptible to actually engage with your low vibrational thoughts all the time, or just see only the low vibrational possibilities and things. You don't see the high vibrational possibilities in anything. You just see the low vibration in everything. And that right there will make you, it will take a while. It will take a while for you to actually get to where you need to be when it comes to manifesting. Okay. So if you begin to manifest things that you don't desire, because that's your reality of having those low vibrational thoughts and always thinking the worst of everything, it's going to be important or imperative to declutter your mind, right? It's this wonderful book that I love to read. It's definitely helped me with decluttering my thoughts. And also like the automatic thought worksheet. If you need that and you know how to hit us up, just hit me up and I'll email you automatic thought sheet. I'll even email you the book. It's called Decluttering the Mind, Reframing Automated Thought for Emotional Pathways and different things of that nature, right? It doesn't say for different things of that nature, though. Wow. No, it just says Decluttering the Mind, Decluttering the Mind, Reframing Automated Thoughts for Emotional Pathways, and I can't remember the rest of it because it's a really long title. But definitely, that's most of the title, okay? So you're going to have to sit down with yourself and you're going to have to do like some decluttering of the mind, okay? And when you clear your mind and have that high vibrational attitude, that's what you're actually wanting to manifest. Now, if you want to manifest some ugly nastiness towards someone or on yourself, then go right ahead. Have at it. Be my guest. Because like I said, as humans, we all have free will and we have, no fate, right? No fate. Hello. But we also can design our fate. It's actually no fate when we're born, but we can definitely design and align it with our actions and our thoughts in the way that we project ourselves, in the way that we show up. Definitely, we can definitely make a fate for ourselves. So keep that in mind. That's why we say victim of your own circumstances, because like you're literally creating a fate for your own self, whether that was the fate that you set out on, whether that's the one that your parents aligned for you or not. You can create your own outcomes. Yeah, that's the whole part about manifesting, right? So be mindful. Now, manifestation doesn't just work with your thoughts, okay? The action part is big. It's big. You got to align with that. I'm trying to tell you. Like I said, some of us are just like been at it for years. Okay. So some of us be like, you know what? We can manifest some stuff. We don't have to put that much action behind it because we believe in ourselves. We believe in our thoughts. We believe in our feelings. We believe that things will work out for us. And the shit does. I'm not saying nobody's better than the next person. I'm just saying that with practice, like you gain the knowledge, you practice, and then you persevere through it. And that's how you get the outcomes, right? That's what I'm saying. So the KPP, knowledge, practice, and perseverance. Okay. You're going to hear me mention that all the time throughout this whole podcast. KPP, knowledge, perseverance, and practice and perseverance. Okay. Now, like I said before, if you're applying for jobs, if you're not applying for jobs and you're just manifesting a job and you're not actually leaving your home or actually being in places where somebody can just pick up on you, like, oh, snap, you will be great for a company without filling out the applications, then you kind of like really playing yourself, literally. That's not manifestation, okay? Like, if you're not putting yourself out there, like, I can see, like, you're looking for a job, but you're going to networking events, you're not filling out applications. That's putting yourself out there. So your manifestations may just come through for you, right? But if you're not doing any of that stuff, like filling out applications, going to networking events, walking in, speaking up, like, hey, this is what I have to offer when somebody's asking them around, like, hey, who, have experience with this, or just having to, talking to people, what, I have secretarial skills, or, I will be great at running a company. I have project management skills or program management skills, you're probably not going to manifest what you actually desire. Or you can't say, oh, I'm manifesting a law degree and you never went to law school. Okay. Period. Wow. Right. So you can't manifest being a PhD if you never went to school to be a doctor. You can't manifest having a baby, if you never take the steps to get pregnant or have a surrogate or whatever you need to do for fertility. Unless you adopt. That too, you still gotta go through a process. So what I'm trying to say is that life is a process, literally. I'm not being insensitive. Excuse me. What I'm saying is life is a process. You have to go through it to get to it. You have to go through it. Listen, you have to go through it to get to it, baby. Okay? So you got to go through it to get to it. Okay? Period. Now, excuse me. That's how you manifest the life that you desire. Okay? So, let's go and let's talk about some things. Let's talk about how to manifest anything. Um in everything, it's so important to manifest anything and everything. I think it's important. I think it's extremely important to manifest anything and everything. And let's talk about how to do it overnight though. So a lot of times, like I said before, people feel like, oh, it's going to take me years, it's going to take me months. And I know from personal experience that when I'm manifesting something and I feel like it's taking too long, I give up, unfortunately. And then I go back to it, but it's like, damn, I was right there on the brink of getting everything I desire, and I just couldn't give it no more. I couldn't give it my all. I got distracted. Sometimes we get distracted from our manifestations, and it propels us backwards. It doesn't propel us forward; it propels us backwards, and we're not able to traject ourselves forward, unfortunately, right? So when you carefully work your way, through it, then you're able to get to it. So let's talk about the steps on how to manifest within 24 hours, right? So choosing what you desire to manifest, right? So when you decide on something specific to manifest, it's vital that you'll know exactly what you desire in the specific thing in your life. And when you're trying to manifest something and just like, in that short period of time, you have to pick something you believe can manifest in a day, right? So there's nothing like, okay, say for instance, you say, okay, I want to start a business. Like I said before, I'm not saying that it can't happen to you. Some people get really extremely blessed by the universe and they are in alignment and the universe just say, here, boom, you got an investor. So starting a business in 24 hours is just like, that's not something you can manifest in a day, right? Unless you like I said before, like it's something like the universe completely aligns for you. You already had your business plan. You already did everything you need to do. An investor came in and boom, your business has started. Hello. Now, excuse me. Now, if you believe that you can successfully manifest the next step in your journey, it's like to a new business in a day, you can do that. you get your loans, everything like this you need to align with. That's what I was saying, right? So, excuse me, guys. When picking a thing to manifest, ask yourself these questions, right? So pay attention, guys, because we're going to break down the recipe of manifestation right now. So, do I really desire this in my heart of hearts? Ask yourself that. How will I benefit from having this thing? When I think about having this, does it feel right? How will it be good for me and others? Okay. So whatever you desire should be the greater good. Something you want in itself, most likely something that's significant step on a journey towards a greater manifestation goal, right? So deciding what you desire can really connect you with the intention to have it and believing that you will receive what you ask for, okay? So keep that in mind. Please keep that in mind, right? So step 2 is to get rid of the things that stand in your way. I noticed that for me personally, I'm sharing some things with y'all. That when I'm manifesting things, it just seems like distractions come out of nowhere. Like, oh, let me distract her. Like, she doing all this great stuff. Let me come in and distract her with love or these lies about being in relationships with you or just loving you, just to distract you so you don't succeed. And I always feel like some people have the demon spirit within them. Like, they're just born with it. They just have like a demon spirit with them where they can't see other people be happy. They just want to be the top person to be happy. Or they want to just look happy on paper, on paper, or in pictures, but they want to destroy they want to take away from what you are building, what you are aligned with and things of that nature, right? So there will always be something standing in your way of success. And that should not scare you away from the manifestation process, right? So you literally had to keep an eye out for these things because they're the most common for manifestation blocks, right? Remember we talked about that earlier about blocking your own manifestations or quote unquote blessings, okay? So that negative mindset is the top one. Listen, you don't believe me, you can Google all this stuff, right? So the negative mindset and that framework that you are, that cluttered up mind, how you think of yourself, how you think of your life, how you think of your, the things that you are desiring. So if you are literally in a low vibrational place emotionally, you first need to get yourself together. You need to get yourself in the right mindset before you can successfully manifest anything, okay? So you can't be focusing on low vibrational things and expect to attract good things to come into your life. We're not saying that you can't have bad things happen to you and something good happens. That's what, no. Don't get it twisted, baby. We're saying you can't be focused on the low vibrational and expect high vibrational things to happen to you. Like, expect to manifest them at the same time, excuse me. That's the difference. Yeah, so you're manifesting high vibration while you're thinking about low vibration. I believe in duality, but at this point, you're playing yourself. Literally. What they be saying, stop playing yourself. Literally, you're playing yourself. So keep that in mind, okay? So taking some time for yourself to do some self-care, meditation, and different stress techniques, whether it's masturbation, whether it's yoga, massage, spa day, just a face mask, eating some healthy raw food, a detox, just different things that help you get your mind together. Because all those foods and spas and different things are helping you to release chemicals in the brain to actually help you through that emotional period. Okay. So just keep that in mind, right? And the next one is toxic people. We don't like to use that word toxic, but when it calls for it, it calls for it, right? Toxic people are the people that I was talking about. The people that show up like they are demon spawns of the earth. So when you're working on manifesting your dream existence, you need to make sure that no one is holding you back. Some people want you to be lower than them. They don't want you to have a PhD. They don't want you to be college educated because they are all those things and they feel like they have to compete with you for some weird ass reason. They feel like that everybody can't win. They need to be the only one winning. They need to be the one that look like they're on top. They need to be the one that leave a legacy behind, and you're just a part of, like, you're just a piece of gum on their shoe. So keep that in mind. Because toxic people always want you to do better, but they never want you to do better than them in their head. Because they're the only ones that think that you're doing better than them. Period. So they are people who don't believe in you. They always criticize you. They never show up and support you, but they complain when other people don't support you. They question why other people are not supporting you, but they don't support you either. Hello. And they complain about everything. People that complain about everything, they block you from doing your best, right? Now, another thing is timing, right? So sometimes you just need to be patient, okay? So everything you desire will happen, but it's definitely going to happen in divine timing and for the right reasons, okay? But like I said, even though, even with timing, I still feel like you can manifest. I feel like you can break that time barrier on manifestations if you really work hard at it. If you really not hard, like not hard to the point where you're exhausted or like you're not living that soft life anymore. No, I'm just saying like if you focus on that, if you keep your brain healthy and things of that nature, it'll be so easy and that time barrier can be broken. Okay, so if something is not happening for you ever and you keep manifesting it, maybe it's not for you. I'm sorry to say that. Maybe it's just not for you. But you still can keep believing if you want to for the rest of your life and following that goal. And it may happen eventually, but look at how much time passed. Look what you focused on for all this time and look how much time has passed and you still haven't reached that goal. So maybe you need to move differently. Because if you haven't moved if you move differently and you still are there, and you still haven't gotten anywhere years and years later, then now it's really time to sit back and reevaluate. Like, hey, is this really for me? Okay, so really, really keep that in mind. Okay, is it all about like, do you feel like you're on the right track? Do you feel like this is for you? Do you feel like it's working out for you? Do you feel like, hey, I've been really high vibrational, I've been focusing, I've been manifesting, and it's just not working out? Maybe it's a sign from the universe that you need to move on to something bigger. Because most of the time when we move on, it's always something bigger. It's something better. Hello? I said most of the time because a lot of the times people move on because they don't want to do the work and they think the grass is green on the other side. When they get that grass, they realize that it's a blight. It got blight under it. Okay. Now, step 3. Wow. I'm like, what the hell is that laugh? I know, right? So, step 3 is visualization of what you want to manifest. Okay. So, the basic of visualizations, you already know it. Most people already know it. Okay. So, you start by going somewhere that's quiet and private, and you just spend a minute visualizing the things that you desire. You pour all your energy and concentration on seeing that. Like, say, for instance, if you want to be a speaker at TEDx, you'll sit there, like if you already applied for it, you sit there and you'll visualize yourself on that stage, having a presentation, your outfit that you're wearing, people being in the audience, are you getting that phone call or email that you've been accepted as a speaker? This is the dates and things of that nature. You'll visualize, you'll see it, you'll smell the smells of food backstage possibly, or anything. You'll smell it, like you'll drink the water that's backstage. You'll have the your presentation. You'll do everything that you see, right? Excuse me. And you'll see yourself there. That's visualization. And you'll be smiling. You see how your face is smiling. You'll imagine your energy when you're there and everything of that nature. Now that's visualization. Okay. So pouring all your energy into that and letting all the good feelings about the outcome well up inside of you, right? And make you feel so good. It feels so good. It's almost orgasmic to me that when you're visualizing, you can see yourself there and you live in there. Or like if it's a new house, you're living in that house, you're walking around, you're cooking in that kitchen, you're in a pantry, you're out at the backyard, or you're with your chickens or whatever, but you can see it though. You can see it, like you see it happening, and you're there. And you're harvesting your fruit. You're at your farm. You're doing different things, whatever your manifestation. I'm saying a lot of different things because you never know what somebody's manifestation, right? So just keep that up. Keep that up, okay? Because it's literally works best if you do multi-sensory visualization though, where you can see, hear, smell, and touch, right? The 4 things. See, hear, smell, and touch. The 4 senses, right? Well, it's 5 senses, but we're using 4 of them. So that's what I do. I do multi-sensory visualization because I feel like it's better off for me to be like, oh, I imagine myself in my new home and I'm under my blanket and I feel how the blanket feels on my skin while I'm visualizing. And I'll even visualize my kids just busting in the room while I'm in my new bed in my new home. And I'm like, hey, get out of here, and I can smell the candles. I can smell the frankincense burning in my home, and just like see my little puppy and different things like that, but actually, like my little huskies, and we said we're going to get 4 huskies, but I literally hear the barking, I see the chickens, I see the sunset at nighttime, I see my children being happy on their ATVs and everything like that. I'm just giving you an example of a manifestation, right? So I see these things, I hear the sounds, I hear them laughing and giggling, I can smell the food in the oven, the cookies or whatever we're baking, I can see like the stuffed jalapenos and stuff like that on our grill. I can see these things. I can smell them. I can taste them. I can feel them. I can feel textures. And that's multi-sensory visualization, okay? So it makes it as real as possible as you can get it, Okay, so when you receive it, that shit like, yes, I did that. Hello, I aligned with the universe and I did that. Period. Okay, listen. Okay, listen. So it's been. Oh, excuse me. As many details as you can, adding as many details as you can. Um, try not like don't try to imagine exactly how the thing or outcome becomes yours. Instead, focus solely on the end results of receiving it. Like, you know what, this is what happened. I got this, and this is how we're gonna be when we get there. I'm gonna be so happy. I feel the happiness inside my heart chakra. It's just lighting my whole sensory up, and I'm just happy about that, right? So don't think about how you desired it. Don't think about that part. Just leave that part alone. Just think about the outcome, and when you're there, what's happening there, or whatever you're receiving, what's happening when you receive it. So that's better because it's better off for you. You don't want to think about the length and the time and things like that, or like you don't want to think about it coming through any particular person or me. Just think about having it. Think about having it. Think about living there. Thinking about, being there and just like living your best life, or just like receiving that thing and just being happy with it, or that job, or whatever your manifestation. Just think of like use it in that frame of mind. Okay. So we already talked about taking action towards everything, right? So taking the action is extremely important because once you did the first two steps, you're just waiting for it to appear. That's all. You're just like it's just like the little waiting game or whatever. And it's like you're not going to lower yourself. You're not going to you know what I mean? You're not going to devalue yourself. You're just going to live your best life, while you're doing all these things that you need to do. Okay? So consider that action part behind it. And if you don't receive that in the first, like in the 24-hour period, then maybe you had to look back at some steps and go through them because you're probably not doing the steps right. And that's okay. But writing down things which you desire, and using those questions that we started off in the beginning with can definitely help you to manifest. Manifestation is completely easy. Like I said, but if you're in certain areas of your existence, like, you may be suffering from mental illness or disease, or you're just, emotionally disrupted at the point, or not or dysregulated. Even if you have if you have neurodivergence, it may be a little bit more harder for you to actually manifest without going backwards or backpedaling, or just different things that can happen to you. But that's completely okay, because it's okay for you to get right back on track. Everybody has their moments where they're not able to, stick with their manifestations for a while, and they come right back to it. So if it's not happening as fast as you want to, just keep in mind that, hey, it might take me a little bit longer to manifest this, but I'm okay with that because I'm doing the work that's needed to be done to get to where I need to be. With that being said, listen, this has been Empress, Coach Rena Nicole of RenaNicole.com, Divine Intervention Show and Podcast. And this was the AM Inspiration Show to wake that ass up, streaming live on all networks and waking you up consciously, spiritually, emotionally, physically, financially, mentally, and soulfully. Period. I'm so happy y'all came out today, came out to play. Period. And I hope that whenever you see us at, that you share, that you follow, that you come through, period. With that being said, I will catch y'all tomorrow, 7 days a week, 365, 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. You can definitely reach out to us on RenaNicole.com and hit that podcast page, and we'll talk to y'all later. Peace. Hey, Crystal. Hi, baby. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. I love you. XOXO.